ARSJ, we entertain, we're family, come catch the vibe.
So we're here with Ejimah, Quincy and Quinton, R&B sensation.
Hey.
Y'all doing all right?
We good, man. We good. I appreciate that intro. Hey.
No doubt. So we're gonna get right into it. How did y'all get started in R&B?
Man, it started in gospel and slowly, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But sure, we slowly worked our way out the choir.
We
had to work our way out the choir, but it started in church. All of our musical ability started in church, but even in church, we knew we wanted to do R&B. You know, we listened to Usher, all these up and coming artists like Jack and Edge,
All these people, yeah.
It started in the church, but we started, you know, walking on that.
We seen ourselves in that light from day one.
Yeah.
Okay. Who are some of your inspirations in music?
Ooh, that's a long one. Mario, Tank.
Okay. Jagged Edge, Boys to Men.
Solid. And then a whole bunch of gospel artists.
With Lil Jon B in there.
Yeah, with Lil Jon B and a whole bunch of gospel artists that we learned how to run and stuff out there. But
A lot of gospel.
Yeah, a lot of gospel.
I can tell y'all got a lot in y'all performances from different artists. You know what I'm saying? I saw a lot of Jodeci. I saw y'all perform. You know what I'm saying? I saw a lot of Jodeci, a little bit of Jagged Edge.
Yeah.
Those you know, the people y'all name. Talk about some of y'all new music. What y'all got coming.
Man, we have a song which you call Down With You, a Brandy inspired record that we really proud about. You know, for a long time we always wanted to do like a little remix, you know, song. We never had that opportunity yet.
Right.
But we did this little rendition to Brandy Down With You, so that's gonna be the next song we release. And it's a banger, man.
The Martin sample, right?
Bruh.
Yeah, the Martin sample. So that's gonna be a banger, man.
You know.
I like that. Right. If you know, right?
Yeah, you know, for sure.
Word. What about Love Maker? I like that music video.
Yeah, Love Making, that really kicked us off the ground, man. We always like to do music that caters to our audience, which is primarily women, of course. But that Love Making, man, QT.
Hey man, Love Making that was the start of the vision. Because when we changed, we did a rebranding, and we went from Twin Music to Ejimah. So when we went to Ejimah, that was the first single that we released.
New photos, new music.
You know, with the new photos, new music, new vision. So
and Love Making spirit that helped.
Yeah, they helped propel the situation.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. So I think if y'all had to say one song on your upcoming project that really, I guess, puts into words who y'all are as a group or as a duo, what would y'all say that would be?
Ooh. One song off the project. I'd say Slip Away, son.
Slip Away?
Slip Away. That'd be my pick, Slip Away.
I have to say 2 songs.
Okay.
3 songs, really. Feel it, Down With You, and Before.
And what's the last one?
Before. Matter of fact, I take Before.
Just because it's the vulnerable side.
Yeah, Before for sure would be the song. Yeah.
So
okay, y'all write all your music?
Man, no, we have writers that we work with.
Yeah.
We write a good amount of it, but we also have other writers that help. You know,
and we always looking for new writers to connect with. So
yeah. So we write a good share of our music, then we have another share of our music that is open for other writers to help those bangers come. So we're not really strong on making sure we write everything we do as long as the public can appreciate it as a hit.
As long as it's progressive.
So for each of y'all, when y'all in the studio, what's y'all process for getting ready to record? Like, how do you get into your mode?
Man, for the most part, you know, when we get to the studio, a lot of times we like to knock out the hook first, and then we can kind of build a body with the hook. We can, you know, we'll go home with the hook. We good with going home with the hook on first day, coming back the next day, and just really killing the verses and ad-libs and things of that nature.
Yeah, we call it building a house.
You know, we start with the foundation.
Go back with like major backgrounds, of course, the bridge. But then even before we get to that process, like it's Quinton and I feeding off of each other tremendously. Him, us, the producer, creating the vibe inside the studio. And you know, once we in that zone, it just go time, like you said, start building that house, getting that hook down, copy paste that, major backgrounds, bridge, and everything else is just left on us to just go in there and knock our verses out. So that's kind of our process.
Sometimes the energy be so lit though that a lot of the steps in the process we just skip. The idea, the vibe, everything comes together. Like when we did, what was that? The song just came with you. No, don't put a song right here.
Oh yeah, that was a vibe.
It was a vibe. It wasn't nothing that was premeditated. Like we went in the studio with one thing on mind, and when the beat came on, it was like, oh. We came up with this throw hook, and immediately, I started penning the verse. Like, okay, we skipped this process. Go lay that down right quick.
Yeah, so we do have that process too, where it's more immediate, to where it's just like, you thought of it, then why you still have it?
Yeah.
Right. So we have that process too.
That's fun. That was fun.
It's definitely based off the vibe. Yeah.
Right. Who is some dope producers y'all collaborated with?
Oh man, well I have the honor of first saying Eric King. He's the one who's been responsible for this project that we're going to be releasing.
Yeah.
Phenomenal producer. His ability to really tap into me and Quinton's world versus making us just try to fit something around a random beat. He really, tailors the sound around Quinton now. So, and he's, like I said, he's a phenomenal producer.
Phenomenal musician.
Yeah, phenomenal musician. Maestro.
But speaking of Maestro, I want to give huge credit to our first producer who kind of got us when we was like 17, 18, put us in a nice quality studio situation and production team situation. And his name is Maestro. He goes by Stro Sound, Streezy. But in either case, he plays for keys for multiple bands around the city.
Multiple bands, multiple churches.
The dude, took us under his wing, helped, get us very experienced in the studio. In the process, it took a while for me and Quincy to just really get comfortable with the studio process. Right. We could sing live, there was nothing, but it's the fine detail.
Our first song took a month and a half.
Yeah,
that's the patience our first producer had with us. Our first song took a month and a half, 4 days a week. We in studio like 2-3 hours. But he had that patience with us, so I appreciate you bringing it back to Maestro. Yeah, he was our first producer.
Shout out to Maestro. There's been a lot of other producers along the way. We've had an opportunity to work with quite a few producers from here all the way to Atlanta and California. But those are the two people that just really, J-Real, Curb, good fortunate situations, but the ones that really just stuck and really helped progress us, we have to give hats off to Maestro and Eric.
Yeah, for sure.
What are some of y'all most memorable shows?
Atlanta, man. We gotta go back to the day with that.
Bro. Keep thinking.
But the Martin Luther King, we opened up from 100 for 1,000.
Yeah, at the Martin Luther King parade. Yeah, that was a while ago. That was very maturing too.
Shout out to Uncle Greg.
Shout out to Uncle Greg. Yeah, shout out to Uncle. I would say Atlanta, man. A lot of those Atlanta experiences, those Atlanta shows, just brought an atmosphere and a culture. Not to say that we don't have it here, but we hadn't experienced it in the same magnitude. So A3C Festival, or we did the World Hair Show in Atlanta.
That was dope.
Yeah, that was dope. I say that World Hair Show is probably one of the most special shows to me because it was one of our first shows in Atlanta. So yeah.
What about fans? How do y'all connect with y'all fans?
Social media, that's the greatest platform to do it. Of course, we always try to have that interaction with our fans at our shows and keep those shows consistent so our interactions can be frequent. But to reach the major scope of our audience, it's just being consistent on Instagram, being consistent on Twitter, Snapchat, all these different social media platforms that allow communication and constant bridge of communication between us and our fans. And we always available when they reach out to us. We always leaning on them too. So
and when they see us in person, it's a lot of times.
Yeah, it's love.
We run into people. Yeah. Those are the most impactful situations. Those are the fans that we can kind of see sticking around for a long time. Are the ones that we actually had the opportunity to shake their hands, give them a hug, have regular conversations with. Those are, I guess, for me, some of the most exciting moments as far as capturing fans. Social media, but I'm more of an intimate type of person, so to be able to get in there with you, we locked in, bro.
I saw y'all did on YouTube. Y'all had the food drive.
Yeah.
The food drive.
Yeah.
So I was like, they definitely connect with the people.
Yeah, man.
Like,
it's coming back, bro.
It's coming back. Let me tell you about
like in a couple weeks, bro.
We used to do the food drive at the time. My twin brother, now we're musicians too. We play. We didn't have like major jobs at the time. We have a 9 to 5 and nothing like that. And we were just like, man, we want to do something special. We don't really have the funds to do it, but we want to do something special. We did that food drive 3 times before we ever captured it on video, right? And we fed hundreds of people just randomly, right? But we sacrificed all our money. I remember the last food drive we did, which is the one on YouTube.
we fed how many hundred people that day and went home and didn't eat. So, but it's provided us so many blessings, bro. Just humbling ourselves down and giving back like that. So yeah, like Quinton said, it's definitely coming back, and it's gonna come back bigger and better than ever. So
right.
It was really the poor feeding the poor.
Yeah, it was the poor feeding the poor.
It was the poor feeding the poor.
We know that feeling, you know that spirit of humility. You know what I'm saying? That's real. Do y'all sing in church at all still?
Oh man, yeah, we still play for multiple churches every Sunday.
So yeah, we actually play for 2 churches out here in Houston.
And I play one.
And he's playing at 2 out here in Houston as well.
Yeah, 2 out here in Houston.
So do we say the names or do we just?
No.
Okay. No, well, hey man, you know, but it's a good situation. It allows us to keep doing our ministry and staying rooted with our morals.
Right.
That's a very, very, very important thing.
Absolutely.
We still got teachers, aunties, mama, daddy,
a whole bunch of accountability people.
Pedestal type people.
Yeah,
you know, that's gonna hold us accountable as far as what we put in the forefront and what we're allowing to represent our spirits.
Yeah. We stay inside the church, man. I can't tell you the last time we missed a Sunday, man. Like since growing up, we always have been at churches. You know, once we turned 18, we started working for churches, playing for churches.
Right.
And once that happened, we just can't miss a Sunday. So, like my twin brother said, it keeps this construct that keeps you morally grounded. Yeah. The fact that I know that on Sunday mornings I got to be at church, I chill on Saturday. I don't do none of that craziness, you know. And it's just a place where our accountability partners are too.
Keep you accountable.
Yeah.
Okay. So a lot of y'all music involves love interests. Do y'all kind of take y'all influences from, you know, relationships and bring that into y'all music?
Yeah, we do. It's funny, we like 2011 and 12 when we came up with Just Get It Right Now. Oh man, that song came out to be like a real hip hop popish type upbeat song. Everybody jamming to it. They didn't even realize that the background.
That was a heartbreak song.
Heartbreak. We out. You know what I'm saying?
It was a poppy. Just get it right now. But what we were saying, like, just get it right now. I'm frustrated. Like, get it right now. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
It was super poppy. People missed it.
Put it out there in different ways. It don't have to be so sad all the time, but and not everything is sad all the time.
Yeah, not every emotion is sadness. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, our emotions are definitely expressed through our songs, whether it be love, whether it be sadness, whether it be happiness, celebration.
Turn it up a little bit, crank it
Turn it up, yeah. But we always bring our personal life in some capacity to our music. And if it doesn't reflect us, it reflects maybe somebody we witnessed or relationships that we've heard about, or stories that we've heard about. So they don't always reflect us, but they reflect the truth, you know. So we try to bring that.
We're willing to represent.
Yeah, we're willing to represent.
Yeah.
What's it been like growing up with a twin brother? What's that like?
I can honestly say I don't know what it feel like not growing up with
I don't know what it's like now.
I'll be asking my partners that don't have no brothers, man, how I feel just being you, bro.
But I mean, it's pretty cool. You never alone, you know. Never alone, and definitely with us, like both singing, and we both sing together. It gives me an extended level of confidence. To where even if I'm not on, I kind of look for him. Like even when we perform, we look for each other often. You know what I'm saying? So it just brings another motivation. Even in the studio, yeah. So
days I go, I ain't got nothing, but Quincy killed it that day.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, you overcompensated. Thank you.
Right.
And vice versa. And vice versa all the time. So on a day to day, it's so regular for us to be twins that we haven't really identified what would be different if we were just individuals, just pure individuals without a twin. Yeah. But when I think about our music, our aspirations, our vision being connected, man, I don't think we would have made it this far without each other, man. I probably would have. Plan B would have been Plan A by now, you know. Plan C probably would have been Plan B. So we've kept each other, you know, sharp with that. So yeah,
and accountable. Because he called me and get on me. I called him and get on him. But it all wake our conscience up and we get up, get the word. So,
How did y'all know y'all wanted to make it official? Like, was it a
the
moment?
people, you know, people kind of give you that level of confirmation and affirmation through the years. You know, you already know what you want to do, but when you get people who, on whatever level, you know, constantly telling you, man, y'all got this, y'all, you can do it, you can blah, blah, blah. We never not believe somebody when they said we can do it. You know, so.
And we believed the vision the first time too. Like when we were kids, we had that vision, those dreams of us performing. We would listen to an Usher song. Vision ourselves being Usher.
You got to.
Perform in front of millions, but here's the thing, we believed it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like we didn't just take it as an ordinary dream. Like it don't make sense. It's not logical. It's not obtainable.
Like that can happen.
Yeah, like we believed that we thought it could happen, and I knew
And mama was saying it could happen, so
yeah, and our mama said it could happen too.
Right.
I knew we was gonna take it serious with like I don't know if y'all remember cassette days. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
But we'll play a song. After every line, we'll press stop and we'll record on the cassette so we can learn it and perform it in our room and actually be Usher. You feel me? And when we had that type of drive, I was like, yeah, this is something we want to do. At the time, we didn't know how it was gonna shape up. We didn't even know how it was gonna look when we got older.
Yeah,
But
it was horrible.
yeah, it was.
It was horrible, bro. It was really.
But we always knew we wanted to do it. We knew we wanted to take it serious. You know, even if other people didn't take it serious, you know,
Yeah.
we always knew we wanted to take it serious.
That's true, man.
Matter of fact, we always took it serious.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. What about collaborations with artists? We talked about producers, but what about other artists? Do y'all work with any other artists?
We do. It's not something that we do often, but it's definitely something we open to. It's all about progression, and it has to make sense, and it has to be something that's a progressive situation, not a relationship type of situation. That's a lot of times what we see around the city, just a lot of fun relationship type situations, but the vision on it, is really not there as far as the end, the bottom line.
Hey, if anybody needs collabs,
But we down.
hit us up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hit us up for sure. We definitely want to do more collabs. So
We need way more collabs.
Okay. I see every time I see y'all, since I've seen y'all perform today, I see y'all into fashion. How does music and fashion tie in for y'all?
man, look. With the R&B scene, not to say that you have to be fashionable, but there's a growing relationship between music, fashion, tattoos, beauty.
There's a marriage there.
There's a marriage there. There's a relationship there, and it just helps propel what we're trying to do. To be able to look like models, I guess you can say,
Right.
but still be able to sing, perform, do things like that. It just gives us a better opportunity to accomplish what it is that we're trying to do. Not to say that you have to be, but the marriage between fashion and music is getting closer and closer by the day.
Yeah, that's true.
We want to make sure we stay on it. So with that being said, we can go shopping. You dig,
Bro, it's really like from the clothes to fitness, anything that we do is to get your attention. You know what I'm saying? It's not really about that. It's to get your attention, because once we get your attention, we're ready to give you the product.
Yeah, we're gonna say
Those are just different assets, different, extra things. Just get your attention.
Yeah, that's a real.
Draw you in.
Yeah.
Once we draw you in, feel it. Down with you.
Yeah, and growing up, we used to dress like we for a long time. Of course, we used to dress well, but we wasn't able to wear the clothes we wanted to wear. Like in middle school or maybe early high school and stuff like that. We weren't able to dress like the cool people in school. So we always had this idea, even if it was just like us daydreaming, that when we do start buying our own clothes,
we move out of mom and dad's house.
Ooh. Yeah, so we had a couple of refund checks of belong. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, we got to college, it was like, okay, we knew what we wanted. They gave us the money on the refund check.
We pulled up.
Right.
Pulled up, ran it.
It'd be like that.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
What school y'all go to?
Texas Southern, Humble High School,
Okay.
and then Texas Southern University.
Oh,
the
Texas.
Right.
Texas Southern University. But Hamburg Middle School, Johnson Elementary, for all my Johnson folks out there, what they do.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. What can people expect from the new album? What kind of emotions can they expect? What kind of stories,
Realness, vulnerability, but just transparency. Every song has a great level of transparency in real day, current day emotions, current day situations. We ain't really patty caking it. So, and it's a real R&B thing. We're not even playing with the R&B. We take it so serious that we giving it the respect, the integrity of R&B, and giving it the real messages. And like he said, we also link up with different writers to help us convey the message like we want to. Sometimes, we might need your experience to kind of help us relate the experience we trying to get out that's identical. So yeah,
a lot of real music, real R&B.
Yeah.
With this album here, the thing I love about Eric is that he did a really good job with putting us in a position to truly use our vocals versus just you know, just that little rap sings. He put us in a position to truly be able to just showcase what we're able to do vocally. And then our songs are very intimate, so you're gonna get a very intimate experience from our song. Definitely love making Slip Away, Traffic Light. Yeah, it's gonna be a very intimate experience. Yeah.
So I got a question for y'all. Who do you think is the most influential person in R&B and why?
Most influential person in R&B.
I want to be controversial with my answer. I'm gonna let you go.
It would have to be the people that influence me, you know, because I don't necessarily
The most, yeah, number one. Who's number one in your book?
R&B.
I'm not saying who the best. I'm just saying who's the most influential, had the biggest impact. Usher.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Usher. Tough.
You know, we born in that era. We witnessed the whole
That
thing.
superstar era.
Yeah.
Let It Burn era and all that. Right?
Yeah. Come on with it, Quincy.
R. Kelly. I'll tell you what.
Come, Quincy.
You controversial.
Quincy. You can't
I
name seven.
want to be controversial.
He cannot name 7 R. Kelly songs.
No. R. Kelly is a pioneer for R&B. He's not the most popular person. R. Kelly, bro. R. Kelly, from the Trap in the Closet series to his writing ability, his ability to always transform and just not evolve more so with the new writing styles and new melodies. R. Kelly is a fool, man. He's made way for a lot of writers. Usher, he probably made a little way for Usher too, you know. R. Kelly.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about female writers? I mean, female R&B singers.
You gonna say Beyonce?
I'm gonna say, maybe we just go straight to for the gusto.
Beyonce's more pop now too.
Yeah, she is more pop now. Yeah, just truly R&B. Beyonce.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it be Knowles in this.
Yeah.
You know, we met Mathew first.
Yeah, Beehive.
Oh yeah.
We used to do a showcase and things.
Okay. What was that experience like?
Growing. It was a growing experience because he wasn't just being a face. You know, a lot of times when they have different showcases and stuff like that, they'll have some who's who to some degree there operating as a face just to leave with a huge check and just to make everybody have to pay.
It was at the house of Dariana.
It was at the house of Dariana. It was his stage. It was his environment, and he would give so much good feedback to every artist that would perform. So I appreciate the fact that he wasn't just there just trying to show his face. He actually gave me growing advice and growing tips about how to make your show better. He would get on stage after he performed and talk about how your daughter did this, your performer did this, how he would just really, really grow you and tell you some tips that he also told Beyonce. So if you can't take that as a gym, then I don't know. So, it was always a great experience, man. Yeah.
Y'all never got a chance to meet B though.
No, not yet. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully this interview starts. We want to meet B.
Right.
Soon.
Yeah. One day it's happening.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. We got to put the work in, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Right on. In terms of films, television, is this something that you all are interested in? I know y'all on Fox 26.
Yeah. Shout out to our homeboy Harold Trotter, who last year put us inside our first film, and it was a great experience.
What's the name of the song?
What's the name of the thing? Can we get that? Yeah, it was called 1989 Dreams or something like that. I forget what it was called. But
y'all busy.
But man, it was a great opportunity. The fact that he even thought about us, and we've always wanted to get into film. A little transparent moment. We always used to want to model, but we had this cycle in our life. Are we even good looking enough to model? You know, I know we cool. But then we broke through that wall. Then we have huge personalities. Like Quinton is a jokester. I'm a jokester. We play around all the time. So film, TV, movies, that's next for us. You know, the music is gonna really break grounds for all that stuff. So, yeah, for real.
That's dope. Well, I appreciate y'all coming and kicking with me, man. Thank y'all so much.
Man, we appreciate the vibes, man.
It's been an honor, man.
Come pull up.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, give me your IGs as well. Yeah.
You can find us at official_Ejimah,
and that's EJIMAH.
Yes, sir.
You did.
Right on.